Today is finally the day. We are lifting the GX on some Dobinsons suspension, long travel in the rear, and extended travel in the front. Aside from the lift kit, we're also going to be doing new tie rods, sway bars, and bump stop extensions from Apache Off-Road. This is where the GX currently sits, right at 36 and some change in the front. In the rear, we are sitting at right about 38. There already is a lift on this GX, but I'm curious to see how much more height we get from these springs. I'll include all the part numbers and links to all the products in the description. Actually, to make it easier, I'll just put it up all on the screen right here. But let's get started with the rear. For the rears, it's pretty simple. You have a 17 millimeter to take off your lower shock mount, and then it's a 15 millimeter nut for me at the top. You might be able to get the spring out with disconnecting the track bar, but I do have a spring compressor if we need to resort to that. This bolt I already loosened up, just a 17 millimeter, and then this will take out our shock. You will most likely need to pry this out. For my sake, I'm just using a hammer, and then it comes right out. And then this up here is a 15 millimeter, like I said. Now I'm going to try to drop the axle to get the spring out, but there's a good chance we're going to have to use the spring compressor. Spring compressor was needed. Out with the old and in with the new. Insane difference on springs here. Like, come on. We're going to get this one compressed and get it thrown in the Lexus. Before we throw on the shock, we're gonna throw on our bump stop extensions in our bump stops. Much easier, a lot more room to work with rather than the shock being in place. With all that in place, we're gonna go ahead and put on our shock absorber. Pretty self-explanatory, just kind of push it in. All that's left to do is throw on our bushing and washer and nut and the bottom bolt, and then we get to put some stickers on. That is what our final setup looks like in the rear. Both sides are done. I'm hyped. Before we get too excited, we still have to do the fronts, but let's just admire how this looks real quick. Let's put on the wheels and we'll get started on the front wheels. Should be easier? I don't know. It is mega squatted right now. One, the springs might have to settle, and two, I have no weight in there except my rooftop tent and roof rack. These springs are rated for, I think, 200 pounds is like a 3-inch lift, and then 600 pounds is a 2-inch lift. There's nothing in the trunk right now. There will be, but not right now. Looks like we're gonna have to take off our sway bar, our tie rod, and then our lower shock mount down there, and these 3 bolts up here. And then this should drop out with a good push on the lower control arm. We're replacing the tie rods and our sway bar links. I was gonna replace the tie rods while we were down here and doing all this, but after some further research, I do not have all the right parts to take them out, such as like a ball joint separator. So we're just gonna continue with this. We're gonna drop the sway bar, just 4 bolts, do our top bolts and our bottom bolts to our strut, and it should come out. Sway bar is out. Now we're gonna attack this bottom bolts and the 3 top bolts to drop the strut out. Bottom bolts out. We're also gonna take the upper control arm bolt out, and that should drop our hub low enough so that will come out. Scratch what I just said. We ended up not taking the upper control arm bolt off and actually took off the lower control arm bolts, and now it's free. These are the 2 bolts we took off. There's 2 of them right here and on the other side. That allows us to take out the strut without taking off anything else, because we'll be able to push the control arm down and remove the strut, which we're about to do right now. We have got our front strut out of the car, and now we're about to go inside and throw our new strut together. Dobinson makes a really good video on how to do so. I'll pop it up right here. We're gonna take apart the old ones, put together new ones, and then we're gonna throw them back in the rig. Hopefully it doesn't take a while. I've never put together a strut before, so we're about to see. We're back and we have a completed front strut. Let me show you. Here's what we got going on. Honestly, super hard to put together. I wish I just had them put together for me. We're gonna throw it in the car and get this boy lifted because we just mounted our tires today as well. See those boys over there? They're gonna look sick, but we need the lift first. We're gonna put the camera on a tripod, get this shock in, and then bolt up everything we took apart. Next thing is tightening your shock tower bolts. Don't forget about the one in the back. Now that we have our shock in place, we need to get in our bottom shock bolt. And what we're gonna do is we are going to jack up the lower control arm to make it so where that bolt can go in flush. And then we're gonna re-bolt our lower control arm up. I'm putting a blue thread locker on these bolts for the lower control arm. I got these super cool adjustable sway bar links, but the threads are too short. I didn't think about that. So we're just gonna throw back in these for now until we find another solution. Probably just get some different ones, or maybe even go delete it. We'll see though. We're gonna mount these up now for now. That's everything mounted up. Sway bar's tightened. We do have to bolt the sway bar up completely, but that's nothing to worry about. We are gonna torque everything to spec, including the 2 lower control arm bolts that we took out. And then I'm gonna paint marker everything just to make sure nothing's coming apart. But other than that, we're gonna throw some wheels on it. I was so hyped. And then we have new wheels that we're gonna throw on it as well. But let's get this thing jacked down and see how much clearance we gained. GX is tooted up now. I love it. We have a little bit of rake right now because we're no weight. Like I said, we need to put some weight back there. I have the GX completely unloaded right now. I'm gonna take it for a test drive, make sure everything is sounding okay, and then I don't even know. We're gonna throw on our new wheels. Then we have to do a bunch of cutting. But both of those aspects are gonna have a complete video of its own. So there's gonna be a how to fit 34s video. I know there's a bunch. I just wanna document what I did. And then there is also gonna be a new wheels and new tires video as well. Let's measure and see how much clearance we gained from the wheel to fender. In the front, we gained, I don't know how much we had before, but right now we're at about 39 inches. In the rear, completely unloaded, we are at 40 inches. The reason I went with this lift setup, later down the road, when I go bigger tires, all that good stuff, I'm not gonna have to swap lifts. Long travel and extended travel in the front. With long travel and extended travel, you get a lot more articulation. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Test drive went great. That wraps up this video. Stick around because I'm super psyched to get these tires on. But cue some B-roll, stay safe, drive safe out there, and we'll see you guys in the next video.